really. But here we go. Permitta versus Metizport up next. And this one, I think, could be a similar story. I'm looking at both these teams and thinking there's a few question marks in terms of where this game could go. But while I'm talking about it, let's have a quick rundown of the rosters. Let's see who is going to be on the server for today. Obviously, on the side of Permitta, a lot of names I think you're going to be very familiar with in terms of who to expect. But I think a player I have to point out is someone like Enzo. Every time I have watched him play, I've been very impressed in terms of just the impact alone that this man can have. Not always going to be right there at the top of the leaderboard, but in terms of the impact stats, he can win these clutches in these important situations, and sometimes that's all Permitta need to take a win. On the other side of things, though, with Metizport, they've obviously also very similar story. A few more names that I think we're going to recognize are the Swedish side themselves. Jaquinho, he's been around the block a number of times alongside other players like Rusty. Obviously, just the experience that these two can bring is going to be very valuable to their side. And I think that's something that a side like Metizport can only really thrive from, because obviously they've got the young guns around them, players like Nilo. And I think a player like him does need to be nurtured by some of the experienced guys. And Rusty, not only is he obviously bringing experience, also bringing some of that fragging prowess, I suppose you could call it. So I think Nilo is going to be, obviously he's a bit more the star player of this roster, can really deliver on the big stage when needed. And we do need to point out, this is obviously the 1-2 record. The loser of this game will be eliminated. So no second chances here. Both teams have had their opportunities to make it through to playoffs. Hasn't necessarily gone to plan. Still, there are chances for them to make it there. This is step one, though. And they have to take this. One of these two teams, like I said, will be eliminated. And it's still pretty up in the air as to who that's going to be. Let's have a quick look at the vetoes, though. I do believe we've got them already. I think the vetoes definitely could play a big part in terms of how things are sort of looking here. We've already got them out. Perfect. Overpass being that first map pick by Metizport, and Permitta taking on Ancient. Overpass and Ancient as the first two. We've seen a lot of Ancient, at least the games I've casted, seen a lot of Ancient in the last few days. Teams very much seeming to like that in their map pool, but right now, it's not really a surprise as to the maps we've seen. Obviously, Metizport, statistically, Overpass is their best map. Wanting to make sure they can bring that out, have a good start, especially as they are the ones who are going to be starting this best of three. If they can win that, they can put themselves in a very good position, but they will be coming onto Ancient. The most played map from Permitta, not actually their best win rate, but certainly up there. 52% win rate from them with 25 maps played. So they've definitely got a lot of games under their belt, but Metizport also have a similar win rate on it. So it's going to be interesting in terms of that factor, because Permitta's win rate on Overpass isn't particularly great. So if Metizport potentially can get a good start on Ancient, you never know. Maybe there's a possibility for a 2-0, but I think it's far too early to call. These two teams, where they are sort of in the rankings, in the grand scheme of things, they are very close to each other. It's a very evenly tested game. And that's why I think there's certainly the possibility it could be another 3-mapper like the game we saw previously. But Mirage being that third and final map, it's a map that I feel like I haven't seen for a while, really. It's a map that feels like a lot of teams have been dodging, looking to ban, but it's here. Third map. No Inferno being the third one. Permit to ban that early. But in terms of win rate wise, teams are reasonably similar. I mean, Metizport do have a better win rate on it, but they have much less games played than Permitta do, who have 22 maps played with 59% win rate. So, yes, Metizport have a slightly better win rate on it, but with a significantly less sample size. I'm sort of looking at that and thinking maybe it is a bit more even. But moving on to the head-to-head, these two players, Tomiko and Nilo. Obviously, we're looking at these guys in the server, and in terms of stats, I mean, Nilo is obviously slightly more favored, but he does have a lot less sample size in comparison to a player like Tomiko. So it could be a bit more skewed, I suppose, in the Swedes' favour. But I mean, both these players, every time I have watched them, I have been massively, massively impressed by what they can do. It seems like every time I get to cast one of these two, they always have an absolutely immense performance, and that's something that I think both teams are going to be really grateful that they do have these kind of players on their side, because it's not only that they have a one-off great performance every now and again, it is quite consistent. These guys have certainly found that sweet spot between sort of finding that consistency as well as performing at their peak. It's going to be a tough one. I think there's a lot more pieces to this puzzle that can really determine potentially how this one is going to go. I don't think these two men that you see on screen are necessarily going to be the be-all and end-all for both sides. And I think there be a few more players that chime in and have some huge, huge rounds. And I think we've seen it previously. A few of these head-to-heads, it does feel like it's a bit of a caster's curse. Sort of every time I point the players out, they have a bit of a quiet game, and someone else is there to take the reins. Here, though, in this series, when it is that 1-2 record, and both teams are desperately needing to get that round victory, that game victory, really, because that's where you don't really have the choice to sort of fall short, because if you do, that's gonna be it. But I do believe the game is starting to get ready. We're almost there, and obviously, like I said, Overpass going to be the map to kick things off. It is going to be Metizport's map pick, and this is where they can really show what they're made of, and they're gonna need to show it early, because if they can take this map in this series, maybe there's a chance for that 2-0. And I mean, when the stakes are as high as they are, elimination on the cards, that's what you've got to do. But Metizport, obviously their map pick, they are on the T side. Just a fast B barreling their way into this bomb site. Enzo just playing touch for now, and his teammates are dealing with the pressure. And Enzo combined. Hot Dog gets his name in the score feed. But Metizport aren't completely out of it yet. They have found a couple of kills. Hot Dog caught out. Oh no, it's all falling apart now. And it's all on Mari. Spotted towards short. The two Swedes, the players are pointed out for their experience. Mari pushing through the smoke, finds the first. Jaquinho clean with the second. Needed to hit that shot instantly, not to allow Mari to reset their aim and get ready for the second kill. Important stuff from Metizport, but more importantly, such a big comeback in that round, because that was really looking like a Permitta round. That's the thing with these pistols. I've always said it. The pistol rounds, you can never count out either side, because with the Glocks especially, all it takes is a few spams of the bullets, a couple of headshots going your way, and the round's straight back in your favor. It's not like a rifle round, but you can sort of just sit back and hold your angles. Anything can happen in the pistols, but we are seeing a long push. A lot of presents are here for the teaser, though, so they could deal with it. It's not actually a push. It's more of just a long hold. A cheeky stack with Enzo just sort of holding the tree. Here we go. Here's the push into the stack. And the kills all going the ways of the T's until these last few. Hot Dog and Enzo get one apiece. But it does get cleaned up eventually. I mean, you've got to think it's an eco round, getting a couple of kills. It's not bad at all. It's certainly sort of what a pretty decent round. You know, you can't really expect to get more than 2 kills on a round like an eco. The weapons invested now. Enzo, glass cannon in the AWP. Seems like a lot of teams have been refusing to go for the glass cannon on these second rounds, on these third rounds, sorry. But I think Enzo realizes that the pressure's at the absolute max. You know, there's not a second chance after this. You have to really show what you're made of from the get-go. Mari with a nice first will get traded by H&S. So all level here. Obviously, was a little bit of a bonus round from Metizport. Did have that Mag 10, still a few Galils in play, but certainly not enough of a bonus round to say we can't go on and win this, because there's certainly the chance. Enzo still quite exposed towards Divide. They're playing slightly deeper, actually. The T's have slowed it down for now. Oh, H&S lucky. Enzo just progressed and just saw the slightest bit of him. Took the shot, didn't connect. Takes his has spotted a player towards long here. Information has been gained from both sides. A little bit of chip damage dealt. But 45 seconds on the clock. The T's are still shaping up to go towards an A hit. It's a good call. Their AWPer is here, and obviously it is the AWPer without any armor. Still coming in now. Enzo just holding the lines towards long, misses the shot, and you can see that lack of armor instantly gets taken down from HNS. This is a position where potentially the CTs might look for the save. No defuse can instantly. You can see them starting to back down. They had a slight thought of maybe we can give it a go before reality did set in. Metizport will find their third. These weapons can be upgraded. And I imagine somebody is going to be picking up this AWP soon enough. But a good round, you have to think. Obviously, Adam B went down pretty much instantly into the round. Did just have that Mac 10. Got found by Mari. Oh, that's a big kill actually to find Tomiko. That's going to make things a lot tougher here in terms of the buy from Permitta.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward because technically Permitta can buy. They can drop over a couple of M4s. But I mean, it would be at the cost of obviously any of their utility. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Yeah, you can see weapons have been dropped over indeed, and Exus actually does opt to go down to a FAMAS to try to bring out a bit more util to actually fight for this round. So it's not too bad a buy. They've got enough out to win it. But far from perfect, if we're being honest. Mari just jump peeking towards long here. Force out the plays, and we'll just back away from that. Bit more quiet here from both sides. Not really too much util getting thrown to take any of this control. These are happy to take most of it. Contact. Here we go. Throwing some flashes now to clear towards long. Confirm that's clear, and they can just leave Chiquinho here to post it up if they want. They want more. They are starting to take this control, starting to push a little bit further. Mari towards this bin. It's so easily be overlooked. Oh, Adam B with a freebie onto Tomiko. Mari does make his position known, can't double up. Adam B takes him down, and HNS finds Exus on the site. This might be another one, but the round is already done. Clean side take, only losing one, only losing Nilo. Hot dog. There isn't a flashbang to push him through this. He is just going to be fading the smoke. Finds Rusty. Chiquinho is holding the line. Any overextension, Chiquinho finds it, no problem. Exus just with this scout hasn't really been able to break into the bomb site at all as of yet. We'll be testing Chiquinho by the looks of things. Maybe just holding the lines for now. The information gained. They know he's picked up the M4, but they will allow him to back away. Can't stress enough how important that double is from Adam B. Obviously finds a bit of a freebie onto Tomiko onto the site. The trade onto Mari is absolutely everything. If Mari took down Adam B there, that is so much control in the favor of the CTs. They've got all toilets control, and you've got to think the attack from Metizport would only be coming from long then. A lot easier to shut that down. And even if the play is still full and Mari survives, it just makes the retake so much easier. You've got this such valuable piece of real estate in your grasp, but it wasn't to be, and Adam B did get the trade. 4-0 though. This time it is just a half buy around the saved weapons, no force coming through. I think the CTs realised that, yeah, we've got to have a bit more than just a few rifles with limited util. Can't have a scout again. I don't really want to be playing with this FAMAS. These guys, you know what they do want. They want the AWPs, they want the M4s. Enzo does get chipped down to around 40 HP, but he has still found the opening kill in this one. Sadly for the CTs, it's not a weapon that can be retrieved. It was found from the boost, looking into the sewer pipe. CT's actually fighting very deep towards mid here, and things are looking good as Tomoko takes down H&S. Bomb has been picked up. It was a huge gamble from the CTs, completely leaving the B side of the map open. I think the T's start to realize maybe we should have headed towards here. It might be a little too late, though. The rotations are coming through. It is just the pistols for now. Smokes down. The T's still yet to fully breach the bomb site. Nilo is quite deep. Enzo has to be wary. Is being held, and they all start to push. Nilo only good for one. Lots of damage onto the second. And Jaquinho in the 1 versus 4. Finds the first. Brilliant shot onto the second. Hot dog taking him down, and Jaquinho will fall. Both the players low HP. There was a rifle for him to swap to. Maybe there was a chance, but Permitta, the round that should not have been theirs, they do take it. Just the 2 saved weapons alongside the pistols, and that's all that they need. It's enough. Just about, but it is. Still, money in the bank for Metizport. Jaquinho looking sharp already. Enzo might have a bit of trouble shutting him down. But he is going to need to be that danger man. Enzo early peek nade hits him in the face, but avoids most of the explosive damage. Goes back for seconds, and Nilo will get found. Mari almost caught out. Backs away just in the nick of time. Oh, this is smart, actually. He's pushing forward. H&S does go for the clear, but not good enough at all. And Rusty gets found by Exus, who uses Mari's pressure as bait. So with the missed shot will allow Adam B to take him down and keep this round somewhat in question, but it still is a 4v2. A few more mistakes will be needed to be made from these CTs. Adam B has creeped up towards these flowers. Oh, Jaquinho falls towards one. Mari takes him down with the M4. The lineup, Adam B will walk straight into the spray of Mari to take him down, but I mean, they made that close there, and the orb wasn't retrieved. It's not going to be an issue, as Enzo does still have enough money. But I like this here from Metizport. Calling the timeout already. It's early doors here in this one. But I think they realized that, yeah, this is our map pick. Yes, we're on the T side. It's not the favored side on this map, but we don't want to slow down. We don't want to ease off the pressure. We've had a good start to this game. Let's make sure we can continue it. And obviously, money being a bit of a question mark as well. Few players like Rossi and Adam B can buy. Nilo and H&S can technically both get out AKs and armor. But the question is, do they want to? Yes is the answer. Jaquinho going to be playing on the scout in this one. And interestingly enough, Enzo's opted for the M4. Not wanted to bring out the AWP again by the seams of things. I'm loving this CT side from Permitta, if I'm being honest. They're taking these real risks. Oh, Enzo surely gets that one, but no H&S. Although was blinded, his aim was on point. Util flying over now. Exus just about caught off. Mari tries to take up his teammate's position, but H&S is ready. Hot Dog finds one, but Adam B's there for a quick trade, and Tomoko, the man pointed out in the head-to-head, gets found before a clutch is really able to even be attempted. 5-2, timeout works out to perfection for Metizport. That's what they needed from it. And a round victory is what they got. Technical balls now. Bit of an insult for Permitta. Just left a stoop in that defeat that they did get. I mean, impressive stuff in this early portion of Overpass. Metizport, they're looking sharp. They're looking clean and ready to go to war. You see, for anyone that is new to joining us, this is an elimination game. Both teams have that 1-2 record. Obviously, even if they do get the victory today, they're not out of the water. They'll be put into 2-2, where they'll have one last chance to make it to playoffs. That's obviously still an exciting one. Very much up in the air as to who we are going to see here. I'm certainly still very unsure of who's going to be taking this one. I think many people at home are thinking the same thing. Back underway though, round number 8. Open hands of Enzo again. Obviously not to take it in the full buy round, but will be wielding it in this bit more of a force buy. This time it's a bit more of a standard take from Permitta on the defense, but in fact Enzo's got very deep towards long, pushing even further. HNS is already out towards mid. HNS is just going to be going down connector, helping clear that portion of the map out. As we can see, that will be going in the T's favour without many issues. HNS, in fact, does actually find Hot Dog in towards the short water. This is the go call now. Adam B up against Tomiko's MP9, finds that one as well. 2 early kills go in the way of Metizport. Nilo piles on the heat, piles on the pressure. And this is clean. This is brilliant stuff from the Swedish side. Very, very well drilled on Overpass. I love the speed that they react to that. HNS finds the kill towards short water. And instantly, that's the go call. Adam B pushes out towards Monster. Certainly doesn't get the kill cleanly, but it's a kill that they get quickly. And it just... that kill alongside HNS's just doesn't really allow Permitta to have any chance to react. They're always caught in rotation. They're caught trying to throw utility. But there wasn't any trading coming through at all from the CT side. They were trying to throw stuff to delay, trying to throw stuff to help their teammates, but instead the speed was just too much to handle. 6-2 is the scoreline currently. Permitta on a half bite. More of just an upgraded pistol round, if we're being honest. Not much util to play with, but I like that we do have a few smokes. It's good for delaying, especially towards the A site. Adam B though might be looking for something towards short early. Oddog completely caught out by that. Adam B does double up. In fact, Jaquinho helps him out with that one. So does find a kill towards connector, gets a second. No chance for the third. All on Exus. Fading this smoke towards short. We'll have Adam B to contest with, who's glued to the angle. And in the meantime, HNS probing towards A. Going to be confirming to Rusty. Yeah, this side of the map's clear. And Adam B should be able to find Exus without any issues. Timing's good for him. We'll take him down 7-2 now. We are approaching round number 10. Obviously was not the full investment from Permitta. Enzo gave it a nice go. But a lot of work for one man to do. Opts to bring out the AWP again. Not the AWP again, sorry, the M4 again. Could have brought out the AWP. Would have been at the cost of most of his util. But I mean, clearly a player who's very comfortable on the M4 as well as the big green. Feels like in today's meta that sort of needs to be your AWPers. Enzo nading the smoke, trying to give an avenue To spot a player out, but nothing seen. Rusty with the opening kill here onto Enzo. Exis is a good position here. Just outside of the divider. In fact, repositions and finds HNS. A little too aggressive, and the B push does fail. 1 for 2 for the CTs isn't ideal, and the push can start to come through. Nilo holding the rotations. Both CTs coming from here. Nilo, how patient is he? He could just play this whole round for the flank. Mari does in fact clear him out. It's all on Rusty now. Nade dunks down in his face. He finds the full HP player, but Mari through the smoke, through the wall, does take down Rusty. Nilo had the round in the palm of his hands, let one player cross, and couldn't take down Mari. Really unfortunate scenes. I mean, that kill was everything. You have to think if Nilo finds that, if he finds this kill, that's all it. That's all done. Leave his teammate caught between two. Permitta do find their third. They keep the CT side alive. It's not been a great start from them for now. Plenty of time left in this game. Little bit of chip damage on Tamari towards mid. Nothing to really write home about. This is where the util does start to land. The CT still playing aggressively towards toilets. Back up from Enzo as well. HNS and Rusty though, just like that. 2 quick kills in the way of Metizport Hot Dog. Always good to seem to get one of these kills back. Still unfavored for the CTs though. They put all their eggs in one basket, and that basket is towards A. Jaquinho has to contend with Hot Dog. He's ready for it. 2 more players to come up against. Tomico's next to the chopping block. This time he does best Jaquinho, unlike his teammate. 3v1 now for Exus. All players are currently split. We'll be able to take these fights. Not ready at all for Rusty though, and what a half that is. I mean, it's not even the end of the half, it's the final round. Round number 12 now. Got a bit of ahead of myself. Either way, what a half it is so far from Metizport. 8-3 on the T side of Overpass. Impressive, very impressive signs. And you have to think, if they can continue this, if they can take map 1, this could be some good momentum. Bring them into Ancient. Still a long way away for now, potentially. Once again, it's always Metizport coming out on top of these trades. Enzo is here to try to pick something else up. We'll find HNS, goes for even more, and Adam B says that's enough for you. Rusty is still alive and kicking, but barely. Even a slight breeze would seemingly take him down. Adam B's ready for Hot Dog's push. I mean, I said Hot Dog's been good at getting a couple of these kills back. There's been a few instances where he sort of makes things go from bad to worse. You understand where he's coming from. He wants to try to get a kill back, wants to try to put his team in a good position, but instead does make it even harder. Oh, there's a chance. Adam B gets caught out here. He's got the bomb in his back. Does just get around the corner. Tomico is charging. Is being held though, and Adam B. And that is the end of the half this time. And impressive stuff from the Swedish side. Jaquinho massively impressed me in the early stages. Had some great rounds with the York, but it was the rest of the team that sort of stepped up towards the end. Nilo, the player, the man in the head-to-head. This is what I said. The head-to-head's always a bit of a caster's curse by the seams of things. Nilo and Tomico, the 2 people in it, there are 5 kills apiece. But the rest of the team have certainly stepped up around Metizport. Permitta struggling here. Things aren't looking much better as they move on to the T side. The half is sort of considered much tougher. This round very important though. Permitta can take this. They can bring the scoreline a decent bit closer. Hot shot is fired off there from both sides. Joaquinho and Connector has just been spotted and does get a foul from Exus. That's going to be the call by the looks of things to go back down towards B. Bomb is heading there. Adam B is rotating down. We'll get to the lower site before the T's do, and all the CTs now start to rotate in. Adam B is sharp. 2 quick kills for him, and just like that, what looked like a disastrous kill onto Joaquinho is turned around. Kill man advantage for Metizport. The Jewelies aren't ideal at these further ranges. Mari in the 1v3 is not ready for HNS. Adam B at HMS. 3 kills for Adam B, 2 for HNS. Brilliant stuff from the 2 guys. It does confirm Metizport win that pistol. And it will mean that they're only 3 rounds away now from taking their map pick in dominant fashion. Permitta are going for the force buy. They realise that this one might be too far gone and we can't let it get further out of our grasp. Nade dunked straight onto the unarmored Tomiko. And this one's a bit of a bloodbath already for the T side. Losing majority of their team early. Tomiko still suffering from that nade. In fact, he's got armor. That nade just fully dunked onto him. I think that's probably the most damage you can get with a nade, actually, on an armored player. Or at least near enough. Nexus looking for something. Joaquinho's MP9 does find him. Flash comes out. Joaquinho would love to get this kill with the MP9. Tomiko too quick though. Plenty in play from HNS. Okay. I'm pretty amazed we've seen a few P90s actually in play since CS2. Obviously, one of the biggest downsides about it is obviously going to be the kill reward. Although it is an SMG, it doesn't have that 600 kill reward. It is only 300, so it does sort of take away a bit of the sort of benefits of wielding the SMG. But I mean, either way, I'm here for it. I'm down to see these MP9s. Obviously, though, if you do want to check out our partners over at 1xBet, make sure you do in the banner below the stream. They've got some incredible odds on so many games, so many CCT games. Make sure you do find them in the banner below this stream. But Hot Dog early in this one is doing some heavy lifting for his side, getting 2 kills. Rusty, not exactly the most ideal gunfight to take at range. Does get whittled down heavily. Oh, HNS, another gunfight at range. And that's certainly a round to forget if you're a Metizport fan. Fully broke the bank as well, in fact. It will actually allow Permitta to have a few more chances to close this one up. Pause called now. Oh, this is an interesting pause that's actually being called. The main reason for it, well, is already going to be turned around, is the fact that majority of the team could have actually bought if they eco'd. So I think they were discussing, do we go for the eco or do we go for the force? Obviously, if they go for the eco, a lot of their team can get out M4s, get out util, but a few of them will be stuck on for masses, will be stuck on MP9s, things like that. They've opted for the force, got a couple of M4s in play, the MP9, and currently just the Deagle. Joaquinho is buying and selling a lot. I'm not sure what the man's opting to get. Chooses the Deagle, okay. Looks like he's finally happy with what he's doing. Hello and Rusty, even the weaker weapons take the fight to the D's and come out on top. And Aid could finish off Nilo, just slightly hits the wall and won't do the job. Hot Dog pushes through. Oh, Adam B not ready for this. Has to reload. Tries to back away and is allowed to. But just like that, things have gone back in favor of the T's. 2 players towards B. H&S Nade flying at his feet. Now this retake isn't looking particularly ideal. Even worse now with H&S falling and the 2 players will look to save. I was wondering if that kill was going to potentially persuade them to give it another go. But yeah, I mean, a 5-on-3. Permitta certainly going to be taking that one. Things did look awkward for them.
Terrorists win.
The round does go the way of the Polish side. Still, 6 rounds separates these 2 teams, and only 2 more needed for Metizport to run away with it. It's just going to be an eco with these saved weapons, though. So in theory, should be a bit of an easy round for Permitta, but we've already seen Permitta win a round very similar on their CT side. Ooh. Boost coming through here, the 3-man boost in fact. Jaquinho got this Galil, doesn't have the best first bullet accuracy. They do dismantle, would have loved to see a kill found from that. Flashbang coming over the players, dodge, Exus does get found by the USP and Jaquinho there for the trade. Man advantage to Metizport. Enzo will take down H&S out the tree, finds Jaquinho as well. I'm surprised they chose to fight that one so hard, even after the AWP has made his presence known. Oh, this is big from Mari. Great shot onto Adam B. Nilo is close by. Tries to break his way into the bomb site, but Mari's aim is clean. Great looking start there again from Metizport, but wanted to find a bit more. I mean, this was it. Exus goes down. Momoko as well, but Enzo cleans things up when needed. Permitta continue to make this one more and more possible. But the full buy is finally in play for Metizport. Another boost here, one towards short. Hot Dog looked like he spotted out Rusty initially, but clearly not so. Does allow his teammate to get taken down. We'll get the trade though, but Hot Dog takes so much damage through the wall. Another good start here from the CTs. This is a big push here from H&S. He's just flanking towards short. Doesn't matter as Adam B does take down Mari. An awkward kill to have though. Another push here towards long. The low HP Hot Dog will get taken down by Nilo. 4-on-2 here. Bomb actually is dropped towards playground. And it's going to be Exus to try to retrieve it. Obviously paranoid about where these CTs could be. Pushing through the smoke just as Nilo looks away. Time is ticking. H&S does obviously find that kill. Here's the second and takes Exus down. Giving Metizport map point. I mean, it was a big push from Nilo. He only found 1 kill, did get traded. The one push, you saw how much chaos it created for Permitta. They weren't sure where they were. They weren't sure whether to wait out that smoke or push. Ended up pushing, still have to go back and retrieve the bomb. And time wasn't on their side, so you saw the 2 Ts were split, allowing H&S just to sneak his way up con and find a couple of freebies. What could be the final round here, though. Starts off with Jaquinho having a look towards mid, but majority of the T side pressure is here outside B. Smoke drop down. Push is coming through now. H&S finds first. Jumps up, elevates, does take down another. Adam B picking up his fallen teammate's position now. As Mori gets a double to keep this one in contention. Mori will eventually get traded now, but 3-on-2 still possible for Permitta. Looks even less likely now, though, as Exus does fall, leaves it all on Enzo. 1v3, finds the first. Spots the second out, takes down Jaquinho. Bomb will be planted as Nilo creeps his way closer and closer. Oh, the positioning looks good. Does just drop down. The positioning looks really good. I think there's no way Nilo realizes this. Surely. Oh, could be absolutely everything. Nilo, he is going to look like he's clearing it, and he does so. Nilo wins out the 1v1. I thought Enzo, did enough to win it. And time is on the side of Metizport, and 13 is theirs. They will take that one in a successful victory, but certainly not without its ups and downs. Close affair between the two, but Enzo looked like he did enough to salvage a victory. I mean, I can't believe Nilo anticipated that one, because I certainly wouldn't have. Even after watching it, I thought Enzo did enough, but not to be. Brilliant game, though, from Metizport. Permitta had a bit of a resurgence at the end, but it sadly for them wasn't enough. Metizport massively impressed me on Overpass, and they looked very sharp. The whole team had their moment. I mean, the fact that, like we said, Nilo was the player in the head-to-head who's actually a little bit, not disappointing, because their team still won in a dominant fashion, but he didn't really have too much to do. The rest of the team very much picked up the slack, and it was very much more of a team performance from them. So I was massively impressed by Metizport on their map pick, and hopefully for them, they're going to be able to carry it through to Ancient, but Permitta are going to have something to say about it. It's their map pick. This is obviously for elimination, and so far, Metizport have that one up against them. Let's see how map 2 turns out. Let's see if Metizport can complete the 2-0, or if this is going to be a 3-mapper. Don't go anywhere, because Ancient is up shortly.
very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click.
On their map pick of Overpass. Now we need to see more from Permitta, otherwise they will be the team to be eliminated. Backs against the wall now from them. Pino found early. H&S trapped in the corner, but out of ammo. Gets a kill back, brings Hotdog down to near death. Somehow this round is looking good though for Permitta. Julies of Nilo find success here, and Tomiko, great find through the smoke with the PT-50. And the T's do take the pistol round, put themselves 1-0 up on their map pick. Obviously the T side of Ancient and the very, very difficult to manage. But winning that pistol round does give you a nice bit of a buffer. It's just by the looks of things going to be this eco from Metizport. It's interesting. We're seeing a few P2Ks actually in play from a couple of teams, a couple of players. Not really a weapon that you really used to ever see. It used to be very, very surprising if you saw a P2000, but I quite like that we're seeing it. I sort of want the game to be in a place where there's a lot of guns that you can use to a higher level, but obviously getting that balance in is always going to be something quite challenging to do. But I quite like where we're at in terms of weapons right now. Bomb goes down uncontested. Might just see Metizport maybe even look to try to save these weapons. It's going to be interesting what they choose to do. Probably aren't going to want to give anything to this SMG, and Exus will be hearing these steps, I believe. And does so. He's going to want to make some cash. Spots the first, finds nothing. MP9 can be retrieved. Now Enzo, a lot of bodies his way, finds 3, has backup, and does end up finding 4 in that round with Mari backing him up. 1 kill on the eco, isn't too bad. Take down the SMG, deny any extra cash coming in from that kill reward. Round number 3, Metizport weapons in play. This is where they want to have some strong success, but a fast speed from Permitta looks good. Not much util to really hold this one off. It's a great call from them. Rusty finds 1, gets the dink onto Tomiko. Has rotated in, but the smoke might actually just force these players to back away. Maybe not anymore with Nilo finding that one. But in fact, still, CTs do opt to retreat. Call this one quiz. Absolutely love the call there from Permitta. Metizport obviously used a lot of... Well, just the fact that they've gone for the second round eco, it does just naturally mean you're not going to have that same level of utility that you would on a normal force buy. On a normal full buy, sorry. You are going to be limited in some aspects, and players either take the hits from weaponry or they take the hit on the util, and in this one, they've taken the hit on the util and it allowed Permitta to break into that B-bomb site without any real contention. Not too bad a finish though from Metizport. They do end up finding 1 and allowing the bomb to take down Tomiko as well. So, bit of financial damage to the T side. But all pin play now for Enzo. Obviously the 4K that he got on that anti-eco round. Only giving him a little more cash to spend. Taking the AWP towards A right now, which isn't actually being defended. Closest player will be Jaquinho in Donut. So the A site can be taken pretty freely. Now starting to see the T's push out. Jaquinho in Donut swings and out, finds the first, dink onto the second. HNS will find on the go. This is a good looking round for the CTs, and somehow Nilo can't connect the 1 bullet needed to find a hot dog. Enzo finding out of B, takes a lot of damage, and Rusty will clean things up. Exus onto HNS now. Drops the smoke into Donut to isolate this Jordan hot dog, and will find it. Bam's good from Exus. Nothing being returned from Rusty at all, though. Bomb is the A bomb site, and Rusty looks like he's got Exus's number, but maybe not. Exus going back towards mid. Rusty playing the long game, going for a flank. Going to be interesting in terms of how the timing works out with this one. Exus very convinced that Rusty is towards this side of the map. Will be able to retrieve the bomb. Starts running on the bomb site, and Rusty. The long game works out in his favor. First round for Metizport. The 1v2 clutch. Drops the smoke towards Donut early. Isolates the fight onto Hot Dog. And you saw Hot Dog. I mean, he was confident. He didn't even look to sort of play for time. Play to wait for his teammate at all. Just took the fight. He got taken down instantly, though. Did allow Rusty to go on to win that one. But I'm amazed that Hot Dog was able to actually find Nilo there. 1 HP, 1 bullet from death, really, and somehow just seem to evade them all. Here in K has pressure coming his way, and great find from Enzo. No respect at all, pushing through the smoke. You find the success from it. Still, there are 3 players here towards this B site now, and HNS looks like he wants to join the party. Smokes are getting thrown over, but still, this isn't a commitment from Permitta yet. Elevating Enzo over the top of it. We'll drop down, so this noise will be heard. Rusty had a bit of a look towards the ramp. Bit of chip damage. What are we seeing from these 2 CTs? Very close to one another. Ingo finds the first one to Enzo. Nilo as well. Tomoko catches out Rusty. Missed shot from Jaquinho, and just like this, that round is spiraled out of control. 4v3. Instantly, 4 kills found in quick succession, and Permitta deny Metizport stringing any rounds together. Looked good initially from Metizport, but it just felt like a few too unnecessary fights were taken. The kill that Tomoko got sort of given to him, just a player pushing into cave. You saw they felt uncomfortable standing on the back of that bomb site. It did cost him his life. HNS now with his pistol with a bit of speed behind it as well. Tomoko spamming into the smoke. Will in fact get found by Mari. He's up towards mid. Helps his teammate out in that tricky situation. Adam B, though, is in such a good position. If it's overlooked, well, doesn't even get the chance to be overlooked. Just does find the kill. Mari there, though, for a trade. Final 2 player being Rusty and Nilo with Deagles. See what they can manage to do. Rusty here, slowly creeping his way to help the site. Misses the shot. Hot dog punishes. Nilo will back away. More players to face. This is a shot on Tamari, and he does eventually get found as well. 5-1 is the scores on the doors for Permitta. I said coming into this one, it feels like both these teams are very evenly matched. Very much does feel like both sides have a lot to offer. And it's going to be interesting in terms of how this game does actually go, because this is the T side for Permitta. It could be a bit of a similar story to what we did see on Overpass, where Metizport, they started on the unfavored side, but still put up big numbers, put up a big performance, and went on to eventually take that one. Had the early gamble initially from the CTs. Well, I say early gamble. There's still a bit of a gamble towards mid here. 3 players. Was previously around 4. Missed shot from Enzo. Could have been a brilliant way to kick things off, but Jaquinho finds Exus. Tomago will get taken down barely by Nilo. 9 HP to play with. HNS here towards the donut. Has backup now from his teammate, but Jaquinho goes alone. Hot dog snuck in deep. He can do a big flank here. Takes down the low HP. Nilo will be relayed to his teammates, but Hot dog doubles up. Enzo towards the main is still an issue, and a pressing one. Wants to get this bomb down, just caps it. Gets found by HNS, and Hot dog still on a rampage. 3 kills from him so far. 35 seconds on the clock. Bomb needs to be retrieved, but Jaquinho's his first target. And Jaquinho does stand tall, taking him down, and allows Metizport to find their second. But Hot dog, he made that one a possibility, and he was a player I pointed out a few times in that one for sort of giving up the advantage or making a disadvantage even worse. But in this game so far, looking much sharper. And the CT side for now. In fact, 2 players towards A, and they're going to be pushing. Taking some control to main early. Chiquinho is holding the line, allowing HNS to creep deeper and deeper. And B has been bested here a few times from the T's. Oh, good positioning from Nilo. 3-1 there onto Hot Dog. Will drop the smoke to allow him to back away, but HNS catches out Tomiko. And he still wants to fight for more, but maybe shouldn't have, as Mari reverts the kill and brings it back to a 1-man disadvantage. A lot of this round does rely on Enzo. He's going to be the one looking for this opening peak. Crept his way out onto the B-bomb site. You can see the CTs, they're playing very passively. But Exus is the one to do it. Orpa's holding, but Enzo not ready for that quick swing from Adam B. Exus should be allowed to get this bomb plant down, but there is a molly landed at his feet. Flashbang as well to make things even harder. Exus falls in Marian Cave now. Spam does come through. One kill found. The Spam, in fact, doing even more damage, but the return from Adam B will take down Mari. 3-5. Metizport finally are able to string some rounds together. And they've made this Permitta side look a little less unbeatable, because initially, the key side from Permitta was looking scary. And obviously, the T side, if Permitta, I mean, already this is a pretty decent T side from Permitta. But anything more they can find is very much a huge benefit. With it being on a map like Ancient. Being a map that is very much CD-sided. Anything on the T side can be great. Adam B does find Exus. He tries to see if he can catch a timing. He's raining down on the T. Thinking that's a little close to react to Hot Dog, but Nilo almost finds all 3. Mari, though, gets 2 of his own. This is a lot of damage, in fact, all around that. Looks like it could have been all 5 kills going the way of the CTs. Mari has already inflicted a decent bit of economic damage and could do even more, but he is being flanked upon. Does have the bomb on his back. Rusty's positioning is just, I say, too good. He stepped. Mari was ready for it, so even more damage from Mari. A bomb plant would be unbelievable in a round like this. He can get it for free if he goes towards A. And obviously there's still the possibility he can actually win the round, which is mind-blowing to think about. Now this bomb plant is looking a bit trickier as Adam B has rotated towards Donut. Flashbang out. The bomb will be coming down. No actual issues. The plant will come through. And Adam B now just wants to wait for his teammate Chiquinho. And Chiquinho will be the fight that Mari should look to take. It's the Orpa. Doesn't really matter his health. One missed shot from Chiquinho will mean Mari can live, but Adam B comes in from the donut position to finish him off. But significant damage from Mari. Impressive stuff from the Polish player. 3 kills. And then the bomb plant on a round that, like I said, realistically probably should have had all players surviving for Metizport. Round number 10 now. Warp out still for Chiquinho. No warp on the other side of things, though. See, the finances of the T side have started to dwindle. And B. I said he's been bested a few times earlier towards Cave. Massively stepped up here. Double kill from him. Rusty coming in from the ramp to pile on that pressure, and Hot Dog and Enzo to see if they can pick up the pieces. And Hot Dog with a nice first find. Oh, he's not ready for Adam B at all. Goes for the jump across. Not ready for Adam B to be so close. And the sad thing is, for a player like Hot Dog, is Adam B's so low. One bullet would have been enough. With time to play with, Enzo doesn't need to rush anything. He can play it similar to how Murray did in the last. Bide his time and hope mistakes do come through. Oh, Enzo. Not great in terms of timing there. And 5-5 is the scoreline. Metizport blows things up impressively. Obviously, it was 5-1 in favor of Permitta. Now we are all level. Still, this is a half that Metizport are likely going to be looking at, thinking they should get these final 3 rounds. Said it before, heavily CT-sided map, and already Permitta have had a great half. Anything additionally is very much just a bonus. Heavy B lean from Permitta early. Luckily for them, not really a bombardment of nades coming their way. Util's coming over and they're starting to make this push. A lot of damage early. Oh no! Enzo does find Hot Dog with his own nade. Exus grabs one back. Spam through the smokes are looking sharp. You're gonna see the bomb get spammed. We are even more damage. No kill converted though. The smokes dissipate. This is where Permitta are in an awkward position. The flashbang was perfect, but the swing slightly too late. Turn flash now. Metizport starting to push through, but Chiquinho finds Enzo. He tries to flip the script. All on Tomiko does get found, and you can see how much damage Enzo's nade actually inflicted. He ended up taking down Hot Dog and also got the assist onto Tomiko. So that's definitely a bit of a chunky nade onto both those players. Metizport taking the lead. Like I said, it feels like this is the sort of half where they should be the ones taking it. They should be the ones finding these final few rounds. Nade deep towards mid. A little bit of chip damage with Util early. Very, very minor. Still, despite Metizport's previous successes here towards Cave, the Permitta aren't afraid. They're not shying away from this at all. Rusty has full vision. Gonna be dropping the smoke, allowing the Tease to know exactly where he is. The smoke dropped very awkwardly as well. Quick couple of kills from the T's. H&S not ready for Murray to be here as well. Back and forth kills, but still Permitta are the ones who are on top for now. Looking to go towards B, and both CTs have rotated off. Chiquinho was in a good position. He's still coming out now. See, this is the final round of the half. CT's very late to even react to any of that pressure towards B. Essentially convinced a lurk was coming through, but didn't even question trying to catch them as they were backing away from the bomb site. This Molotov could be good. Does it spread? No. Chiquinho finds the first. Murray's position's given up now. Smoke drop towards Cave. Murray still exposed. Chiquinho not ready for the position. 6-6 is the halftime score, and Permitta really can only be happy with how that one's gone. Quayside Ancient matching the rounds of Metizport. But the pistol round does always have a lot of impact. It definitely helped Permitta get the first few rounds on the board. It certainly do the same for Metizport, but Permitta can take the pistol. It feels like they might just go on to run away with this one. Bit of view tilt onto Jaquinho. Smoke out the flashes. He has dropped over the P250 to Nilo instead. Oh, Rusty's going to be hearing all of this. He's behind so many. Gets an early dink. That's all for now. Still fighting, keeping this pressure from the CTs. Finds one. He's got one low already. That's not a bad effort from Rusty. One kill and he's got a dink. Mari, the bullets are not connecting. Forced to back away and HNS punishes. Jaquinho finished off what Rusty started and Enzo finds himself in the 1 versus 3. HNS gives up a little bit of information, but it's not a kill that Enzo can get for nothing. Oh, even though Enzo knows he is the one to suffer the first bit of pain from the dink. And again from HNS. Brilliant stuff from him. But Rusty, what a performance. 3 players. I mean, look at all these players coming his way. Finds one, already gets the dink onto the one earlier. But mainly just wastes so much time. Stops these players from rotating in. So in fact, it actually allows the T's to make their way into mid to try to catch off these players trying to rotate in. So great stuff from Rusty. Although only one, it shows how important the damage and the kill he did find were. Just an eco in this one for Permitta. Not wanted to force anything. CZ not far away from finding Rusty. Bringing him down awfully low. And in fact, Mari actually wants to continue what his teammate done. We'll finish off Rusty. Still one more player here in cave. That being Exodus elevated up in the molly. Will be ticking away at him. Forces him out. And it's all on Enzo in the open. Not much he can do. Just a 1 kill found from Permitta. It was just the eco. So we weren't exactly expecting too much anyway. Yeah, there we go. Couple of P2Ks on the CT side as well. So out of these 10 players, we've got 3 players using P2000s. That's a pretty decent blend. I mean, you've got to think previously, like I said, you'd be lucky if you found even 1 in a game. I remember out of all the pro players, a couple of years ago, Woxic was sort of the only player using it. Now time's up shades, HNS and Rusty combine onto Hot Dog. Still Enzo tucked here in the corner, finds the first, not cleanly though. So no chance to double things up. 3 on 3, Tomoko has been brought down low. Well, we've already seen what players can do on this Permitta side, despite being chipped down to very low health points. Smoke grenade going towards CT, Molly at the back of the site. No one's actually rotated into A just yet from the CTs, but Exus is close. Oh, there is a flank coming through. It did look like Jaquinho was ready for it. Flank's making his way now. Mari's positioning is perfect. Does take down Jaquinho. HNS finds Tomoko. Rusty's still here on the bomb site. He knows exactly where Exus is and does find HNS. Great stuff from him. Finds the first on the flank. Throws the Molotov to force Exus out. I mean, really sublime stuff from HNS. I mean, this is what I mean. I was saying this in this game. It doesn't feel like a game where we're going to be seeing Tomoko and Nilo be the sort of fraggers on either side. They're not going to be the ones to win the team the game. This is very much both these teams are 1 and 2. It doesn't feel like there is going to be a carry in these games. It has to be a team performance. And right now, from both sides, it has been. Everybody has chimed in. Not really either side has one player who stepped up more than anyone else. Feels like everyone's had their moments. Metizport looking towards A, and it's a good call for now. On the coast, CC does find Nilo, and Hot Dog finding Adam B. The pistol was doing a lot of early damage. Still, some of the T's have been brought down low. Tomoko will find Rusty and man advantage somehow to the weaker weapons. Chiquinho, not many bullets in the mag. Only 2 remaining now. Does still manage to find it. Both these final 2 very low. Throws the flashbang out. Spots the first, does take him down. Those are seconds off the bomb, but can't connect the bullet onto Tomoko. The bomb will be defused. And Permitta will win the round. With just such a weak buy, and the CZ that started it all is the one to finish it. Great stuff, but Chiquinho's 3K, not enough to be able to find that success there. I mean, this was so scary from Chiquinho. Found the player with his last bullet in the mag. All for nothing, though. He did get found, and Permitta did win that round. So keeping the scoreline close, 9-7, Permitta. They have the opportunity to reset this Metizport side. Adam B, only on the Deagle for now. Never really that big an issue if one of your players is on something like a pistol, because at the end of the day, one of your teammates fall, if one of the enemies fall, it's always a weapon that can be retrieved, can be picked up. You can even just use them as a bit of an entry. Hello. Does get tags onto Enzo, but he's allowed to creep his way out. The very important round for both sides. Not really any money in the bank for either team here. But it could be, I mean, so instrumental in terms of which team can take this. If Permitta take it, we should be seeing a leveled up scoreline. On the other side of things, Metizport, they could push themselves for 11 rounds if they can win this. Not far away from taking this series 2-0. Tomoko, aggressive, has teammates around, and Exus goes down. No, he doesn't. He goes huge. But just like that, somehow, what has happened here? It's all fallen apart, but recovered from Mori, but only for a second. So many players low. The spam could be good enough, not connecting. Enzo chipped down lower and lower. Spams are so close to taking down this low HP Nillo. Enzo starts to push on through. This is still a possible round, but the low HP Nillo finds him. And double digits here. It looked good initially. The B setup was there. Was built to succeed. And look at this. I thought Exus was getting them all. Didn't find a single kill in the end. Oh, back and forth emotions. This is what Counter-Strike does to you. Permitta. Once again, their backs are even closer to the wall and it's closing in. Hero M4 on Tomoko. We've seen them win rounds like this before, Permitta, and they have to do it again because giving up 11 rounds, I mean, that is just so close to disaster. A slower round here from Metizport. They've taken this control towards B early. We are seeing this boost. Chiquinho spots it out. Goes for the kill rather than trying to back away. Gets punished for it. Early kill to Tomoko's M4. He drops to Molotov. A lot of players wanting to pick up from this position. Anabi finds one, but knows that there are more players pushing. Gets a second up against now the SG. The nade dumps on down, but there's a flank from Nillo. 3-on-2 H&S position in is good enough. We'll find Hot Dog, and it's all on Enzo. 5-7 at range is never going to come out on top. So 11 is on the board, despite Tomoko's early success finding the opening kill. It is just one kill, and it's a weapon that can't be retrieved. Adam B massively stepped up there, finding 2 kills, doing damage, and just causing a bit of a distraction to the last as well. 11-7, 2 rounds away from Metizport taking this one 2-0. Finding themselves in such a good spot. Chiquinho Takes down the first. Adam B for a second. This is looking a little disastrous, a little dire from the CTs now, but they do get one back. But the bomb site is under the control of the Ts, but sadly the bomb is not with them. Oh, Adam B. He's got this info onto Enzo. You can see Jaquinho's being made aware, and he's the one to find him. Is all on Hot Dog, who goes down shortly after. 12-7. Money is not in a good position for Permitta at all. Around 3.5 to 3.7k is what these players have to fight with. You can see Permitta tried to take the fight to the T's early, but Metizport, they're feeling confident. They're looking sharp. Few N4s out, or 2 M4s out, 2 for masses, and the MP5 with next to no util to accompany it, a single defuse kit. Mari tucked at the back of this bomb site. Gonna have a lot of pressure coming his way if overlooked, though. When it looks like it could be, in fact, Mari swings on out, only good for one with the FAMAS. HNS somehow finding Hot Dog. And things are just continuing to go bad to worse for this Permitta side. They've done so much in this series. But Metizport look like they have their number. Exos tries to push through. Jaquinho again. Oh, and Jaquinho finishes it in style through the smoke. Dominant performance. Brilliant stuff from Metizport. It really feels like the stars aligned for them towards the end of that game. The stars were coming alive. Not just the stars aligned, they were coming alive. The whole team was stepping up. Jaquinho was a player that we've seen him on a couple of rosters before, where he's always been a player that has a lot of potential, but a player that's never really hit the peaks that a player like him can. But, I mean, in this series here, Jaquinho looked unplayable, looked absolutely ridiculous, but that was just him individually. I said that it didn't really feel like in this series there was 1 or 2 players you could point out and say, yeah, they were the game-winning player. It felt like the whole team had those moments, and that's something that Metizport have that a lot of teams can't really say. You don't always have rosters where, oh yeah, our team can, if they all step up, we win every game. There's not really many teams that you can say that. You normally have one or 2 star players that you try to support in whatever way, and then someone in the off game can always have a good performance. But I mean, wow, this Metizport team, they can play like that more regularly. I certainly think there's a place for them in playoffs, but sadly, that does mean Permitta, we are going to have to say goodbye to them, as they have fallen short, and they will go down to that 1 in 3 bracket, which will be eliminating them. But Metizport still have a chance. 2 in 2 now. In fact, I'll see if we can get the stand-ins, because if we do have the stand-ins quickly, this would be brilliant, and we certainly do. I mean, there you have it. Metizport 2 and 2 now. We did just see Verdant best Anonymous in a pretty ridiculous game in the best of 3 before this one, so potentially that could be their opponent still. We do have one more game left, though, for you, or at least one more game with me, and that will be the Prodigies Sweden versus Falcon. That will be coming up shortly, but what a best of 3 that one was. I mean, I'm sad for Permitta because it didn't really feel like we got to see them go into their full potential. But I mean, Metizport very much came alive, especially towards the end of Ancient. It looked like maybe they were a little bit down and out. It looked like we might have seen a bit of a flip for Permitta, what we saw Metizport do on Overpass. They had a very good start on the weaker side of Ancient. But as soon as the halftime switched, Metizport just absolutely, they had something else. It felt like something awoke in them. And individually, everybody was on fire. HNS, Rust. I mean, I could just name out the whole team, if I'm being honest. They all had their moments. They all had their glimpses. And I'm massively impressed by it. But congratulations to Metizport. Still here in CCT and still have a chance to make it to playoffs. We'll find out another team that will have a chance to make it into playoffs after this, though. That will be Falcons versus the Prodigy Sweden. So don't go anywhere. We've got another best of 3 right round the corner.
I A very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click. One X-bet.
You look into your inventory and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases. Upgrade dropped skins and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Yo, what are you doing?
Exhibit?
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.